originator is...
A not-so-serious body swap movie, which didn't invent the wheel when it came to the trope, nor did it really even add anything to it, but I think that they got the comedy aspect pretty spot on, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, I just want to give a quick mention to some of the cast. Not everyone, just the top 3 who stood out to me. So we have the amazing Anna Faris playing April. We have Matthew Lawrence playing Billy. And then Jessica is being played by the ever beautiful... Rachel McAdams. Don't look at me like that. So with that out of the way, let's get into the plot. This movie has everything. Ancient Egypt, high school, life after high school, humor obviously, and more tender serious moments as well. We're introduced to the ancient and magical earrings in Abyssinia, and we get a first glimpse into how the body swap actually happens. It's pretty simple, right? 2 people each putting on 1 earring. From there, we see Jessica joined by her merry crew of Yas Queens.
Yas Queen.
Buying the earrings. Yeah, I'm not so sure if that was a good idea. Anyways, we forward to them at the petrol station where we meet our main antagonist. Not sure what he's doing there, but I think he's a doctor or an engineer. Anywho, he's nice enough to help the ladies out. And after making sure they're all good to go, he sees Jessica's dropped her earring on the floor and was nice enough to pick it up and keep it for her. So what happened after they put on the earrings? Well, a lot of falling ensues.
Oh no, not again.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they never understand.
So that's all I'll say about the plot. I think the rest of it remains to be watched. So how was the movie received? Yeah, not so good. But the movie did actually make just under $55 million with a domestic amount of about $35 million and a budget of $34 million. So I would say that's a win. And I think, reviews aside, this movie is really enjoyable if you take it for what it is. A movie that doesn't take itself seriously, and it has a serviceable, albeit generic story. However, what I think makes this movie so enjoyable isn't the plot, but it's that 2000s era slapstick humor baked into the story, and its self-awareness that really gives it that humorous edge, which was actually really nostalgic for me watching it again, and I laughed a lot more than I thought I would. So I think that talks down to basically the ridiculous and outlandish scenes that this movie has. Yeah, that happened. Even with the many body swap movies since The Hot Chick, if you're looking for a funny, non-serious movie, I think this still holds up nicely today. Especially if you like the early 2000s vibe and you want to just, grab some snacks and drinks, switch your brain off for an hour and a half, and just enjoy the ride. I want to give a shout out to myself for having to listen to myself multiple times while recording this. I don't like the way I sound on recordings. So, I just want to thank myself for somehow getting through that. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Cheers.